Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, honored to come your way on a Tuesday evening like this. Sorry for the delay. It's our night or our usual Tuesday relationship and marriage school. I welcome you to call a friend and share with a friend because we're just going and we won't keep long this time. I'm going to do exactly, I'm timing it. I've been asked to do exactly a particular time. So let's get ready with the time as we launch ourselves into it. We have the next 30 minutes to learn and deal with the story. Thank you so much, Kofi, for joining me, my top fan. All right, so our story for today is that, let me first greet you and say we are still mourning the demise of our brother, Kofi Kojo Wiafe, who has been one of the pain and a thorn in our flesh so far up to date. May his soul rest in perfect peace. May the Lord, in his own capacity, bring him out in peace of mind and rest his soul in perfect peace. I heard Nana Tufo too has passed on, and I give Nana Tufo also saying, rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight my story is that, this year is Father's Day and we are celebrating 100 years of Father's Day festivity on earth. The lady who established Father's Day has made it possible for us to constantly celebrate it, and we are in the 100th year. I wish all fathers a happy Father's Day. Wish all of you who have been very, very responsible a happy Father's Day. And when you are a father, you know you are a father. If you are not a father, you know you are not a father. Thank you so much. God bless you. Share the page immediately with your friends because today will not stay long. Share the page with your friend and invite a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. The counselor is here. The School of Marriage and the School of Relationship and Marriage. School of Relationship and Marriage is here. And relationship and marriage is here. And we all know about these School of Relationship and Marriage. We come your way every Tuesday. God bless you for the happy Father's Day in advance. Sunday, get ready on Sunday. We're going to blast like the way we did for the mothers. The same is going to happen again this particular time. So are you ready? Can I bring the story for today? I don't want people to come and ask, what are we discussing? So share it and invite your friend to hear this and hear it well. Okay, so it's Father's Day and we have too many stories about fathers and the difference between a father and a husband. So tonight we're trying to understand the role of a father as against a husband. How do you manage the two of them per the story that has occurred? A woman's story is simple. She is angry and doing her possible best to be the best of a human being by walking out of the marriage or collecting the children and renting a new place to live and keep the marriage hanging. Our topic is that, how do I differentiate or how do I manage myself as a husband and a father? Is being a father the same like being a husband? That is the most important reason why this story struck me very hard. It was a tough story when I heard a story. So the woman has been married to the husband. Their firstborn, as we speak, is 17 years. It means that they've been married for 17 years, traditional marriage. They happen to have 4 kids. Now, the woman's complaint has been that The man has refused to buy her anything ever since they got married. But everything that the child wants, the husband will forever supply it. Because of this, what she did was that if the children's fees are 20 cedis, she will make it 30 cedis. The man will pay. Then she will take the 10 cedis, for example, to take care of herself. The same way, in the event of housekeeping, when the children request for pizza now, the father will be ready to go and buy the pizza for them, or will send for the pizza to be bought for them. If he's buying 4, he will buy 4. He will never buy 5 and bring 1 to her. But if the pizza is 5 cedis and she says 1 pizza is 10 cedis, the man will give money to buy 4 pizza at 10 cedis. The man doesn't care about her, but he's a very good husband because he's taking care of all the children's needs. If he wants to buy clothing for the children, any amount he will list, the man will be ready to give. But the man has never, ever given her 10 Ghana cedis before for her effort, or to buy pad for menstruation, buy dress, for the past 17 years of marriage. She feels that she is not welcome at home. She feels that the husband is not appreciating her for being the husband's wife, than looking at her like a baby mama who is not even being taken care of. The husband doesn't acknowledge the fact that she is also equally important in the marriage. Hence, she wants to leave the marriage and let the man take care of the children like the way she does. Or pack her things and go with the children, so the man will take care of her children, but she will not be leaving the house with this man as a husband. So with all this pain, the man was invited and was asked a simple question. These are the things your wife said you don't do. Say you've not bought anything for her before. Then this is the answer of the man. The answer is what shocked me. The man said, on many occasions, when they got married, she does her best. He does her best by buying things for the wife. But the wife is less appreciative of anything he buys for the wife. To the extent that the wife could cross-check and said, this is supposed to be sold at this price and not the price you bought it. You are wasting money on buying things that are supposed to be cheaper on expensive basis. He said a painful one was that a friend was using a car that he bought from garage, fresh, and had won visa lottery to the US. So the car then was costing close to 200 million, 20,000 Ghana cedis. That was not the original price of the car. But a friend needed money to be able to take their wife and children out of Ghana because of the visa lottery. So called him and said, just give me this money and take the car. So an expensive car was given to him on a silver platter, and he went to withdraw money, according to him, on loan basis, a loan that he has asked for. When he put in his account, he took the loan and gave the money to the friend so he could buy the car for the wife. When he brought the car to the wife asked that, how much did you buy such a car? This car is not a new car. Old cars worry people. How much is this car? A friend of mine is selling cars. And if you say you bought this car at 20,000, it's too expensive. A car that has been registered already should be cheaper than this. She took the car key, and for 8 days, she never used the car. This when I spoke to the man about the wife's complaint. This is what the man told me. Say 8 solid days, the wife didn't use the car. The wife never said thank you for my car, but rather told somebody that my husband has been duped, that he bought such a container for 20,000 Ghana. The man said after that last thing, the wife never drove the car until she took the car and sold the car to a friend at 150,000 Ghana. This has not been the last thing. The wife has never been appreciative as a wife, even though the children will be appreciative to him as a father. So he took it upon himself to take care of the children, be the answer to all their needs. But for the wife, let the wife to live in her own fool's paradise. Ladies and gentlemen, between these two people, this couple who have been married for 18 years, who do you think is the problem? Do you think the man is wrong for taking a decision not to give the woman anything again because the woman is not appreciative? Do you think the woman was wrong to call the attention of the husband that the things you buy are too expensive, but they are cheaper than that? Should she go ahead and use a thing like that, or express it to the man to tell the man that the things are expensive? Is the man wrong in making a decision not to buy anything from her wife, for her wife again, but will give the wife everything she asks for on behalf of the children? Family, this is our problem for tonight. We have the next 30 minutes, 7:30 we should close. We have the next 30 minutes to, as it were, address this issue. I will be reading your messages as the program goes on. So my friends and loved ones, it's very essential to understand that give the money to the woman to buy what she may need, and not everything at exorbitant price. Sorry. Give the money. Somebody's message. It says, patient says, give the money to the woman to buy what she may need, and not everything at exorbitant price. The wife was the problem. Somebody's message. Hey, woman, hey. Then they will come and say their side nicely. Oh yes, yes. I brought a woman and I spoke to the man. You know, I like to be fair. The woman is the problem. The man is right. The wife. See, the wife is a big problem in this context of the story. Counselor, please, I'm late. What are you discussing? Oh, this is why I took my time to narrate the story. It's what I keep saying. That's why I tell you, when you come, share for the friends, so that when they come and join, we'll know where we are going to. So my friend, a very quick one. A woman is accusing the husband of not taking care of her by buying things for her, but spends every money he asks for the children, no matter how much. The man is always ready to do. So he has to always put what he needs on the children's expenditure. And the man will not feed her, will not buy dress for her for 18 years of marriage. So I chanced and spoke to the man. So I resolved. And the man made it clear to me that when he buys things for the wife goes to the extent of investigating the price of the thing, and will come and say that this thing is too expensive. It could have been cheaper than this. To the extent that she bought a second-hand car for the wife because a friend was traveling because he's gotten visa lottery, and in the quest to sell the car for him, the guy said he needed just 20,000 Ghana cedis So then 200 million, so he could top up his money to go to the US on Visa Lottery. He offered to pay the money by going for a loan and pick it up and come and pay. But when he brought it as a surprise to the wife till for a long time never ever took advantage of taking the car. Rather, he said the car was too expensive. She has a friend who sells car, and this one is too cheap, and you can buy it at 200,000 Ghana cedis. So she never sat in the car. She never ever used the car. The car was there. The car was there until he took the car and sold it out at 15,000 Ghana cedis. According to him, the wife will always go and do something that will be demeaning to him. The wife will speak loose about him, will say this about him. So he's not being very, very happy with the way. And that is why he prefers to spend on the children and not on the wife. So anything the child will ask for school, he will pay. The child will ask for feeding, he will pay. But as for the wife, he has refused to do anything sensible with the wife. So let me go down here quickly and read your messages. I just told you, Calvin, perfect. I just narrated a story for your sake. Sometimes it is good to ask the woman what she wants. I think it's quite unfortunate for the wife to do that, as she killed the husband's ego. Okay, she kills the husband's ego. This could have been a way to go about it, where the husband could have opted to go with the wife anything he wants. Okay, go and buy for the wife anything he wants. Go with the wife anything he wanted to buy, things for her wife. Every man has a way of handling things, but I believe wisdom will advise them both. Over to you, expert Counselor Lutrot. Oh, I didn't know that. And it is very hard for the man to start buying things for the woman. Even if you don't like the car, there is a way to go about it. Tell us the way to go about it. It's not what you say, but how you say it. Wow, I like that statement. I have my seat and popcorn. I'm gonna enjoy it. Happy birthday to my sweet friend. Experience. Counselor, let's go. We're going. Maybe she needs money for something else, not car, but other stuff. I think the man could have complained about her behavior. Ellen says, but she should be appreciative and also talk to her husband about what she wants. So, ladies and gentlemen, share the page. So, what people are giving their views? Okay, now in the first place, who is a father and who is a husband? So, the woman's problem is that the man in his life or in her life proves to everybody he's the best father you can get. But unfortunately, when it comes to the mainstream, she has never proven to anybody that this is what it is. What am I saying? What I'm trying to bring to your notice is that when we have a husband and we have a father, one can be a father but not a husband. You can be a father but not a husband. So the role of a husband and the role of a wife, the whole role of a husband and the role of a father are not the same. if you want to be a father, the process is not the same like you want to be a husband. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So one can be a father to the children, but not a husband to their mother or the wife. And as long as the children grows to learn that daddy is not a father, that's one. Or daddy is a father to them, or they see the father's signs and symptoms in daddy, that nobody needs to tell them this is your father and what he does. But anytime anybody is reminded of being a father, or reminded of otherwise, it affects our communication and conversation. So the woman has been neglected for the past years. She has sincerely been neglected for the past years. And the issue is that the neglect and the things that has been done is the effort of somebody in his innocence. So a husband is the male in the marriage setting over the woman or the female. So you become a husband, and the word husbandry is keeping it, taking care of it, husbandry. So in the first place, did the man told the wife that he buy a car for her? I don't see the woman has a problem, because the man has to discuss with the wife first before doing anything, because they are married. Being a wife and being a husband is not the same. Thank you, Ken. So the difference between a husband and a father is that a husband's loyalty, focus, faithfulness is on the wife, because you are only available and standing because of your wife. So when we're talking about a man, who the difference we want to strike between who we might call a father and who we might call a husband. Because in the first place, when you have a husband, the husband's loyalty, faithfulness, and your well-being is in his hands. That's one. His sustenance is what I'm talking about. So when you marry and you don't have a child, you are still a husband but not a father. So a male in the marriage setting is a father. Sorry, a male in the marriage setting is a husband. When there's no marriage setting, but he's married, he's still referred to as a husband. So when one wants to look forward to see a husband, then the husband is the male of all the people you see on earth. The husband is the male, and he will remain to be the head. He's the one who provides shelter. He's the one who provides security. He's the one who makes sure that the house is in order. He's the one who has the plan for the wife. That the wife must be like this, must be like this, must be like this. Do you get what I'm saying? So a husband's loyalty is to the wife, not to the children. So that's the first thing we should well establish. That when you're married to a man who doesn't see the importance of your establishment and who you are, I think don't make a mistake to marry him at all. He's going to start a burden for you that you cannot stand it. So a man's focus is supposed to be the wife. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. I just want to be sure that we understand the conversation. So that we would know that the first thing is that the husband has a role. And the role of the husband is to make sure that your wife's security is on top. Protection on top. Communication on top. Not as a child. So, in the first place, if a man is supposed to be a husband to the wife and a father to the children, then the process must be followed. Maybe she needs money for something else, not a car, but other stuff. I mean, we don't do that. Communication is the best key, but it's hard time women should appreciate their husbands. It is not easy for them, as it is not easy for us too. So the man's problem is that the woman he calls the wife is not appreciative. The woman is able to give him the right cost of the car he's driving and make the man feel like somebody said his ego has been touched. He's been made a foolish person in the sight of the wife. Your husband comes home with a car that is not brand new, but he knows what he has bought for you. He knows what it has gone through for us to have a that within ourselves. Then the man brings it, and you make him feel like you've not done anything. Let me say thank you to Carvel. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we've all understood who a husband is. Is that clear? Then I move on. It's a school, so we don't want to rush. So we're doing, maximum 20 minutes and do 10 minutes reading of your messages. So we've known that a husband is the male in the marriage setting. And the loyalty of every husband must be to the wife. That's the loyalty to every husband. So you are a husband first. Then when you impregnate your wife, she delivers children for you. You become a father. So if we are celebrating Father's Day, the Father's Day is not fathers with apostrophe S. It's fathers. Those who are biological, the male parent of every child. And I said that you can be a father, you can be a husband, but not a father. They are two different things. But women are making their husbands become fathers. But for them, they don't look like husbands to them. The original creation is that the woman will forever submit to the husband. Her desire shall be for the husband. Your husband will rule over you. So I want us to learn today that in the school of marriage and relationship, the man will forever remain in that category of being the head, being the power, being the director of whatever our effort comes up to do. The husband's loyalty is to the wife. Any man who doesn't celebrate her wife is not serious in life. If you are wise and you are living a life that is worthy of emulation, that people should emulate you, Your first focus in life, once you get married, is your wife. But here is the case that the man started buying things for the woman, and the woman was not appreciating him as a husband. But he says the children will forever appreciate him as their father. He pays the fees. He releases money to buy clothing for the children. Anything the children want, the man is ready to give to the children. However, when the wife needs something, he refused to give the wife, because he says the wife has never said sorry. The wife has never apologized. The wife thinks that she is right in her own eyes, because if the things are fake, if the things are cheap, if the things are synthetic, if the things are Togo G Shatawale will say, if these things are not quality, I should be able to tell my husband they are not quality and he should stop wasting money. Is it fair? Your husband buys you a second-hand car and you can price the car. So the difference between a child and the children between a father and a husband is that the husband's responsibility first in marriage goes to the wife. We want to appreciate your wife. We have to appreciate her. So what your wife wears should be very, very important to you. Because if your wife is started, if your wife is nasty there, if your wife is not properly dressed, if your wife's hair is unkept, if her nails is unkept, if she's struggling in town because she doesn't have what it takes to pick up any vehicle home, and she's stranded and crying and getting back to those people, you are supposed to be blamed as a husband. Share the page. I'm very, very slow today, because the school of marriage should not run in speed. So the husband is the male in the marriage. And that male in the marriage constantly will always stand tall, because the first basic loyalty of that male is to the female, who is the wife. So those of you who are saying that the husband is not being fair, why is your focus on your children? It's because the woman pushed the focus of the man to the children. The things that every man, including myself, will want on earth from our wife is submission. Submission and respect. Unquestionable respect. Not a respect that you are giving with a condition. A husband has decided to be a husband, but the wife has refused him from being that husband that he wants to be. The woman has not been appreciative. Mabel. Gloria, you are late again today. So a man in the marriage circle is the father, is the husband. And his direction and his focus must be to the wife, not the children. So there have been many a times where we have husbands who have risen some level of issues against their wife. But we keep making it feel like there's no error. But I'm telling you, if a man is not respected by the wife, he would die early. Anytime you appreciate a man, you prolong his life. And we're not talking about just any man walking on the street. A man who has qualified to marry you. So if you don't appreciate your husband and you can't tell your children to become the next counselor, the next reverend, the next engineer, because your husband is an engineer, if you cannot tell your children to emulate and grow with the wisdom and the tactfulness of their father, but you constantly make their father feel stupid because their father doesn't take care of you, I am not in favor that a man will marry a woman and will not take care of the woman. Any man who marries a woman and doesn't take care of the woman, you are the most foolish man on earth who want to die and go to your grave quicker. And I'm using very harsh words for a reason. Because the Ghana has an adage that says that Loni Josan Shitoni Nawake. There are men who don't take care of their wives. There are men who don't know their brazier size, the brazier size of their wives. There are men who are husbands today, they don't know the pant size of their wife. There are men today who don't know the cloth size of their wife. But I'm saying that if your husband knows or he doesn't know, and he makes the mistake of buying one for you at home, are you supposed to attack him and refuse to appreciate him because what he has bought is too expensive than the original price they sell in town? How can your husband buy you a moving car that the guy is traveling because he has won visa lottery, and you will come and say that this is wrong? Somebody bought a car for you. He's even a car loan. He has not finished paying. What is your problem? Share the page. Ladies and gentlemen, so we've known who a husband is. He is the male figure in the marriage circle to the woman, and he is a husband. So where this woman was not appreciative enough to see a husband, but saw that the man is good, so he's a father. That is where the problem is. Ladies and gentlemen, children are supposed to take orders from their mother. The order that their father has given to their mother, that is where they need to take it. Unfortunately, it's not so with us. It's not. It's not so with us. It's not so with us. So who is a father? A father is the male figure in the marital circle. So that's a father. Because he has children biologically with a certain woman. That makes him a father. So if you meet a man who has not been able to make anything biologically with himself, he is not a father. Let's call a spade a spade. He's a caretaker. So, in conclusion, because with using time today, we have 4 minutes to close down. In conclusion, we have got to know who a father is. A father's most important focus is on the wife. So where a man comes to marry you, then he becomes your husband. So that's a husband. And we are saying that when the man impregnates you and puts you in a family where you give birth to a child, then now he becomes a father. Why is this woman getting everything for the children and getting it wrong for herself from the husband? Is she too known? It is the man's responsibility to buy menstrual pad for their wives also. Oh yes, that is true. I agree. Look, as a matter of fact, I'll come and teach you the role of a husband and the role of a father. Today, I'm just trying to establish that this woman's story, everybody thinks the man is wrong, but I'm saying that the man was providing when I spoke to him, but the wife was not appreciating. That is why he stopped. And everything the wife will ask for the children, he's always ever ready to go and provide for the children. But the wife, he won't do. Well, a word to a wife is enough. A husband's focus is on the wife. And what you do to your wife or do for your wife is what reflects on the children that he's taking care of. So if your wife is happy about the way you treat her, If your wife is very happy about the things you do for her, the way you are proud of her and talk about her, we advertise wives and husbands and not boyfriends and girlfriends. When they share a Shen and the rest, they are not qualified. They are not married, so they cannot talk about relationship anywhere openly. They can keep hiding and doing their thing, but they cannot come out to come and say, meet my boyfriend. We don't advertise boyfriends, we advertise husbands. So when you have a husband and the husband is taking care of you, he might make mistake in the things he buys for you. The sizes will be smaller or will be bigger. Don't get to the insulting move. But I'm saying that the father's focus is the wife. And he only becomes the husband's focus is the wife, and he only becomes a focus-oriented person on the children based on what the wife will do to him. So husbands, as long as you take good care of your wives, they will tell the children you're good. As long as you refuse to take good care of your wives, they will go and destroy you, your image to the children. Tell the children never to grow to become like you. Never wish to do what you are doing. Do you get what I'm talking about? And the reason is because the woman has a pain in her heart. Right now, she's talking right now. She wants to collect the children and go and raise the children by herself somewhere because she's going through a lot of pain that nobody's. I mean, the challenge is that you have a husband who has not divorced you. You want to learn to appreciate your husbands. Appreciate him. And no man should get to a stage where this man has gotten to, where in your life you are rather taking care of the children and neglecting your wife. Any man who will take care of the children and forget the wife, you are a fool. You will die a foolish death. You can't just be a father like that. The good thing is that you are a husband and a father. There are some men who are just fathers and they are not husbands. They don't have a problem. I don't force you to be a husband. It is the one who gave you the opportunity to make yourself a father that should be held responsible. That you sleep with a man who has not paid your bride price unprotected. You get pregnant and you think that we should all believe that your pregnancy that you have gotten is from God. I don't know what it is. God doesn't have sexual intercourse. Let me say on this note that this is my conclusion. Husband, your wife has not done well. Your wife is not appreciative. Your wife thinks that she deserves the things you are giving her because she's your wife. And so in public, she will disrespect your orders and your action. That is exactly what your wife has done. Let me tell you, for you not to be able to do things for her because she has set a pace for herself, I agree. She wants to be the husband in the house, I agree. Let her be the husband. My brother, this is not the way we go. This is not. It is not. And we need to understand the role of a husband. So we will learn to appreciate him as a husband. So you won't rush to appreciate him who is a husband and not a father. You won't rush to appreciate him. Revere, respect, and honor your husband. And when you do so, you will never regret you did. The role of a husband, we'll come and talk about it. The role of a father, we'll come and talk about it. But till then, honor your husband. Appreciate his effort. If you've agreed to marry him and live in a kiosk, appreciate his effort in a kiosk. If you've agreed and you think that he deserves to be appreciated because of what, appreciate your husbands. Don't challenge what they are doing for you. Thank you so much. V, thank you so much. Don't challenge what they are doing for you. Don't challenge what they are doing for you. You've not bought a car. You are driving your husband's car. It is not easy for him to maintain. But he does so by maintaining your car, and his car always is not maintained. You have a battery that you can start your car. Your husband will wake up in the morning. He has to use your battery to start his car and make sure that the car doesn't go off. This is the husband we are talking about who is taking care of you. Appreciate him. Never challenge your husband and think that the things you want to wear are not the things he buys for you. So, this one is wrong for me. But I'll plead with the husband. Your decision not to buy things for her anymore was also wrong. The fact is that no matter what your wife do against you, continue being a husband to her. No matter what she will do, continually being a husband to her. It's a secret. If I didn't get a chance to talk to you, say, I could have just taken it straight ahead that you are not providing for your wife. But we are talking about a man who buys a whole packet of sanitary pads, 2 different sizes, plus panty liners, to leave it just for the wife. But the wife is not appreciating. The wife is not appreciating it because he thinks that the man is wasting money, buying too much expensive things. The man is not happy. But let me tell all of you, learn to appreciate your husband. 0277 609 644 is the number. 0277 609 644. Ladies and gentlemen, honor your husband. Honor them. Honor them. And honor your father as a child. Remember, if it's not your father, you will not be who you are. So don't follow your mother's loose, painful statement. Your mother's disrespect to your father. And you too disrespect your father. Usually when the wives are behaving like this, they put bad image of their husbands in the minds of their children. Remember, your father is your father and not your husband. He sees your father, and until they divorce, your father will forever be your father, and your mother will forever see your father as a husband. Don't lose it. If your husband, your mother has told you negative things about your father, so you don't respect your father, from today, desist from it. Appreciate your father. This children needs to give their father thumbs up. But according to the man, the children don't have thumbs up for him. Because some of the things that the mother says goes into the head of the children. Ladies and gentlemen, if your husband is not providing for you, it's wrong. But if he's providing, whatever he brings, take it and learn how to walk around by telling him, this thing, it doesn't fit me. If you are the woman watching us today and you have refused to appreciate your husband because he takes care of the children and doesn't take care of you, repent. Your languages are bad. Your pride is too much. If you can buy correctly for yourself, your husband cannot do so. Appreciate that fact that he will buy and make a mistake. Let's learn to appreciate husbands and tell good things about husbands' appreciation to the children so they will not lose their father's love. Finally, let me read 1, 2, 3 messages. Please, counselor, I really want to talk to you. Please, can I message you on this number? Thanks, yes. But it's better you call. So I'm grateful for you who came to join me to watch. Remember, Counselator Foundation will always need your support. Kenneth will type the numbers for you. If you want to support our foundation on the Momo account, MTN is 055 055 000 5077. 055 000 5077 is the MTN account. If you want to support the foundation for health, diabetes, and asthma, then you can do an MTN on 055 000 5077. So your MTN Momo X or 05 050 0507 150 223. 0507 150 223 is Vodafone Cash. You help the foundation by sending us some money or any other things. Thank you so much. So Kenneth is writing off for you 055. And as usual, those of you in the United States of America, Zelle account 862 215 2007. 862 215 2007. 862 215 2007. 815-215-2007 is the number. And these numbers are the numbers you can send us money from. Hamburg, Germany. Thank you so much. This year I was supposed to come to Germany, but COVID-19 has kept me here. Appreciate your husband. If you think the man who is over you as a husband you can't appreciate, walk out of the marriage. But don't stay there and destroy the future of the children. By the grace of God, tomorrow, if all things being equal, I'll come and address the role of a father and the role of a husband. Tonight, it's been the school of marriage and relationship, and our discussion has been that the woman says the husband has refused to buy anything for her, but the man's complaint is that the woman is less appreciative. Please appreciate your husband. If you can't, leave the marriage, because the Bible says for the rest of your life, your desire shall be for your husband. He shall rule over you. That curse must work in your life so that you understand that this world, we are people that God called into the ministry of marriage. Appreciate your husband. It's not husband's year, husband's day. It's Father's Day. But the influence and the impact of your children is a reflection of the way you behave towards your husband. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. Till I meet you again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Counselor Lutrot TV. Just go to Counselor Lutrot, subscribe to it, and go to my Instagram, even my Facebook. Follow. Let's follow me. Follow me on Counselor Lutrot like page on Facebook, so that anytime I come, you have the prompt, so we educate ourselves. I'm out of here. God bless you. And I've been on time today. Thank you very much. Bye for now.